Welcome to Space to Lead, the podcast where leaders and teams come together to learn, grow, and thrive. Each episode brings fresh insights and real conversations with leaders and industry experts who are shaping the future of leadership. We explore strategies to build dynamic, engaging cultures, whether you're leading from the front or making an impact within your team. So take a deep breath, make some space, and let's lead together.
Hi everyone, welcome to Space to Lead. I'm David LeBlanc, and today we're doing things a little differently. Typically, I would have an engaging guest. However, I wanted to share something that I truly believe can transform the way we lead. It's a simple yet powerful model I've developed called Space to Lead, a framework designed to help leaders create the space they need to lead with clarity, intention, and impact. Because let's be honest, too often, leadership feels like a never-ending sprint. We react, we firefight, we juggle. But what if leadership wasn't about doing more? What if it was about creating space to pause, reflect, and lead with purpose? That's exactly what the SPACE model is about. And today, I'm going to take you through it step by step. Leadership isn't just about setting goals and getting things done. It's about thinking strategically, making meaningful decisions, and bringing people along with you. When we don't create space, we risk losing sight of our bigger purpose. We risk burning out because we're constantly on autopilot or making decisions based on pressure rather than clarity. However, when we intentionally create space, we gain clarity of purpose, knowing where we're headed and why. We get improved decision-making because we're thinking, not just reacting. We have stronger relationships since we have the bandwidth to engage meaningfully, and more creativity because our brains finally have room to think outside the box. So how do we actually create this space? This is where the SPACE model comes in. When we look at the model, each letter in the model represents a key leadership practice. Stillness, creating moments of pause. Perspective, seeing the bigger picture. Assess, evaluating what's working. Clarify, focusing on what matters most. And engage, taking intentional action. Let's break each of these down. Stillness, the power of the pause. Stillness is about creating intentional moments to pause, reflect, and reset. It doesn't mean disappearing for a week-long retreat, although as a father of twins, that does sound kind of appealing from time to time. Instead, it's about micro moments of stillness. 5 seconds, a minute, whatever you can manage. If you're fortunate, maybe 30 minutes a week, to slow down and check in. Ask yourself, what can I learn or notice by allowing myself to pause? It's incredible what happens when we stop and breathe. Stillness gives us a chance to process emotions, gain clarity, and make better decisions instead of simply reacting. Perspective, seeing the bigger picture. Perspective is about stepping back and looking at the situation from a broader lens. When we're caught up in the day-to-day, it's easy to get stuck in the weeds, but great leaders zoom out and ask, what does this situation look like from a higher perspective? Are we focusing on the right things? Are we seeing the full picture or just reacting to the latest crisis? How do our decisions fit into the bigger system? Taking this step back allows us to lead strategically rather than just operationally. Assess, learning from the situation. Once we've paused and gained perspective, it's time to assess. Assessment is about analyzing what's working, what's not, and what we need to adjust. Ask yourself, what do I need to learn from this situation? Where are we seeking momentum? What's holding us back? What needs to shift? This step ensures that we're grounding our leadership in awareness and intentionality rather than just guesswork. Clarify, focusing on what matters most. Clarify is the bridge between insight and action. It's about cutting through the noise and defining what truly matters. Ask yourself, what matters most and how can I articulate it clearly? Without clarity, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. We might have a vague sense of direction, but if we don't name it, we can't act on it. By clarifying our priorities, we give ourselves and our teams a roadmap to move forward. Engage, leading with intention. Finally, engagement is where leadership truly comes alive. Ask yourself, how can I lead with purpose and inspire others through my actions? Engagement isn't just about taking action, it's about taking the right action with the right energy. It's about leading with purpose, bringing others along, and making an impact that lasts. One of the most powerful benefits of space is that it enhances our emotional intelligence. Stillness allows us to regulate emotions before reacting. Perspective helps us see challenges through others' eyes. Assessing ensures we're being informed, making thoughtful decisions. Clarifying helps us communicate effectively, and engagement ensures we lead with empathy and intentionality. When leaders don't make space, emotions take over. We react, we rush, we push. But when we slow down and make space, we lead with clarity, confidence, and purpose. Another key piece of the space model is systems thinking, recognizing that our actions don't happen in a vacuum. Every decision we make has ripple effects. It's not just about the individual tasks, it's about understanding how our choices impact the bigger picture. Great leaders think systemically. We don't just put out fires, we anticipate challenges, adapt, and create sustainable solutions. This shift from reactive to proactive long-term thinking is truly what sets effective leaders apart. So how do you start using this in real life? The good news is you don't need to make huge changes. Small shifts can make a big difference. Here's a few simple ways to start. Before jumping into emails, pause and ask, what's my top priority today? Before a tough conversation, take a breath and reflect. What perspective am I bringing into this? At the end of the day, ask yourself, what did I learn today and how can I use that tomorrow? Set a weekly recurring meeting in your calendar, calling it Space to Lead. Even 30 minutes can be impactful, and use that time to reflect on what's happened, how that aligns with your leadership goals, or maybe to reflect on the week ahead and how you can structure things in a way that will help you achieve your goals. Even 5 minutes of intentional space can change how you lead. Leadership isn't about doing more. It's about creating the space to lead well. So I'll leave you with this. How might adding even small moments of space into your day change how you navigate challenges and opportunities? I encourage you to explore this model and see how it can help you lead with more intention, clarity, and impact. Thank you for joining me on Space to Lead. If you found this helpful, share it with someone who might need to hear it. And always remember, great leadership starts with the space you create.